Hello my viewers, if you're interested in buying a helmet like this, or maybe a life-size one, you can go over there and shop at greenguy.com. They have NCAA teams, they have NFL teams, they have all your favorite teams. They even have the teams that you don't like the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens. I don't know why anybody buy that, but they have that too if you want to buy it. So go over there and use my promo code PITSIN and go and shop some of your favorite football helmets now. Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Discussing some Pittsburgh Steelers news and updates. As you guys know, Coach Tomlin had his press conference, Tomlin Tuesdays, a few hours ago. I was on driving for a few hours, so I listened to it, but I didn't get a chance to make a video until I got back home. But Coach Tomlin did mention and talk about Aaron Rodgers. He said he's very optimistic Aaron Rodgers could play this week, and the Steelers do need Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers back. One thing Aaron Rodgers do that does well is not turn the ball over. Don't turn the ball over. Aaron Rodgers, go out there, I turn the ball over. Mason Rudolph in this start right here, he's turning the ball over. Last time he started for us too, as well against the Bills in that playoff game, he turned the ball over as well in like crucial situations. So in those turnovers he did in the Bears game, those two turnovers the Bears scored touchdowns on both of those turnovers too. As a 14-point swing right there. And one of the turnovers happened when we was in field goal range as well. And hit the field goal, you lost by 3. So you hit that field goal right there. If you don't even get the first down on that drive, you don't turn the ball over, you might be looking at a different game maybe at the end. Maybe a potential setup for Boswell to hit the game winner. So it was a little different like that. Mason Rudolph is a solid backup though, but it's a reason he's a backup. We need our starter back, and Rodgers back. It's a crucial situation. We got to play the Bills. Because the Bills game is very important. It might not be a division game for us, but it's a conference game, and the Bills are 7-4. We beat them, we'd be 7-5, they'd be 7-5, and we'll move up in the spot. Because right now, I think the Bills have a wild card spot, if I'm not mistaken. I think they occupy one of the wild card spots. So you want to make sure you, be in front of them as well like that. So you got to find a way to win that game. And then after that, you got the Ravens too as well, gearing up battle for the division. Because I don't know if the Bengals going to be able to beat the Ravens on Thursday night. We'll see what happens. I think Joe Burrow is expected to play, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was to play on Thursday. So I'm hoping the Bengals could beat the Ravens on Thursday, and then we win against the Bills, and we get ourselves right back a little space, and then we have to handle business against the Ravens ourselves. But it's all gonna come down to us handling business anyway. So we need to make sure we handle stuff. But we need to get our starting quarterback back. So hopefully he's back this week. He should be. Then we look at, of course, Rodgers Jones is out, and also Derek Harmon. Derek Harmon had a knee injury. He's out this week, and Rodgers Jones got ruled out too from a neck injury. Now, the play that happened, you guys remember that play where Mr. Rudolph was scrambling, he stayed on his feet after he broke a tackle. He threw the ball away. Rodgers Jones was blocking, but the defender, the defender jumped up at Rodgers Jones. He was trying to block, and he kind of jerked his neck back a little bit, and he injured himself like that too. He had a neck injury, so they was very severe, cautious of that. I don't know if it's a severe injury like that, severity of the injury. I don't know how bad the injury is, but it was on caution of Rodgers Jones, of course, coming back out there. He didn't come back the rest of the game, and he's out this week too as well. With and usually they would close the time to see who's ruled out, but they ruled him out and Derek Harmon out as well. So we'll see how things go. We have enough depth on the O-line for guys to fill in too, because Spencer Anderson been playing good, and then Pete, he'll fill right in too. He's your 6th O-lineman. If you want to use that to run the football, I'll break down. Of course, what we need to do to beat the Bills as well. I'll break that down. I'll probably make that video tonight because I'm gonna be able to make it on Thursday, because Thursday, Thanksgiving and stuff. So I'm gonna probably make it tonight and upload it for you guys on Thursday. And I'm gonna be live streaming on Thursday, Thanksgiving, on the morning time game and the game at night. So yeah, I'm gonna be occupied a little bit doing that, going to families, and also, streaming the first game and the night game. So we'll see what happens. They're gonna be on the Arsenal DB channel, of course. But then also we've seen, of course, Asantae Samuel. I don't know if he's gonna be able to play this week, but Coach Tomlin, he didn't rule it out. He said that Asantae Samuel been here for 3 weeks. He said he's been getting back to football shape. He said he's good. He's working his tail off. He said he's going out there and playing well like that and doing his thing, of course. So he said he didn't rule it out for this week. He said it's too early in the week for me to decide, of course. But the Steelers usually do their roster around Saturday, so we'll probably see if he's available. Hopefully he is, because if we can get JPJ on one side, Asantae Samuel on the other side, of course. And then you have James Pierre, who can play in the middle. He can play in the slot in the man-to-man coverage. That'd be good, because Brandon Echols cannot play in the slot, and he can't really play man-to-man defense in the first place. So they had him out there, and the Bears attacked him every single time. They was targeting him, and he was getting cooked. So hopefully that's the case. Is we have Asantae Samuel out there, then we also have JPJ, and then James Pierre playing the middle. That'd be a pretty good little lineup in the secondary. And Jalen Ramsey and Kyle Duggar getting back to what they do best, playing over the top like that, sitting in that safety spot. That'd be good. But we'll see exactly what kind of goes on. The Steelers did sign a receiver. They signed Cornell the one that played in the UFL. He had 400 plus yards in UFL, 7 touchdowns, which led the UFL. He was on the Chiefs a little bit as a depth piece, of course, back in 2022 when they won the Super Bowl. He was there on that team, but they signed him, I guess, to bring in more depth. I was hoping they signed a guy like Brandon Cooks, but Brandon Cooks got signed with the Bills, so we'll probably seeing him this week maybe. The Bills did sign Gabe Davis, and I think a little bit ago. Then they got Brandon Cooks now too as well, with Shafir as well. I was hoping we signed Brandon Cooks, but we'll see what happens. And MVS is still on our practice squad. We haven't moved him up yet. I'm hoping that this be the week we move him up. I'm like, you have a guy on the practice squad, and you need to pull, like Coach Tomlin always said. He always saying, I'm gonna turn over every stone to find something. Turn over the stone. You see our receiver core is not playing good. Turn the stones over. Do everything you can to try to like get a boost or a spark like that. If MVS can go out there and be a distraction with his speed or make a big time play or something down the field, you never know. Bring him in so we can have more depth. The more the better. DK Metcalf cannot do it by himself. He got, like, I think he's close to 600 yards. He could easily have 700 plus yards if it has some more separation. But getting double team, of course, all the times you got to find ways to get him the ball. And other guys on the other side can get open consistently enough for teams to even be scared to, like, okay, we got to spread things out. They're not scared. They're like, oh, we can just double team. We can just double team, of course, to get McCaff, and the other guys can get open. And sometimes we've seen teams do the opposite. They double team the second receiver, and then they play their best corner on one receiver like that. But when you play the Steelers, there's only one guy you got to look out for, DK Metcalf. Kevin Austin is inconsistent like that. Last year he played better. Of course, he had 500 plus yards than the year before that. He did, but he been inconsistent this year. And also, that's due to him dropping passes. He had a lot of drops, and a few drops that turned to interceptions. That was 2 times he did that this year. But also him, what's his name as well? The play calling. They're not utilizing him in the right spots. He was good in play action. You put him in the slot. When you work him in the slot and you work out the slot, he does a very good job in doing that. So the Steelers got to find a way to utilize that again. I'm gonna actually bring that to the video as well, talking about that too. So it'll be some things I'm gonna talk about in that video. I'm making a video maybe today as well on my channel, the Arsenal TV channel, about some adjustments that still need to make. But in the preview on Thursday, I'm gonna discuss that stuff as well. But that's basically most of the news I've seen today about the Steelers. We'll see exactly what kind of goes on and what's going to happen, of course, for the Steelers. We'll see our team continue to keep fighting. It's not over yet. I know some fans have thrown the towel in already and said it's over, but it's not over yet. You still have a chance. You have 2 opportunities to play the Ravens. You got the Bills as well this week. The 3 AFC opponents. So you got the Browns, another AFC opponent as well, and the Dolphins. You got 5 AFC opponents left in your schedule. You definitely can go out there and make something happen. If you win 4 of the next 6, hopefully 5 over the next 6, and then it'd be great if you can win all 6 of them. But we know our team. But at least 4 of the next 6, and you'd be like 10-7. You can definitely get a playoff spot. Now I don't know if you win the division at 10-7. You might win the division at 10-7, but 11-6 will probably solidify the division like that. Because especially if you're beating the Ravens once or twice, you beat them twice, you got it already. But if you beat them once and then you win the other AFC games like that, you might drop one to. I think we have the Lions as well. The Lions as a we got the Lions left as well. I think the Lions is the other NFC team got to play. So seriously, you drop one to the Lions and then you lose one. I don't know. I don't think you might have to go 5-1 because the Steelers not lose to the Browns. I know for sure. You lose to the Browns. That'd be crazy. We lose to the Browns, then you got the Ravens twice. You might lose one to the Ravens. I think that the Steelers always split one with the Ravens, so it could be the first one or the last one. Hopefully, it's the last one. Maybe it might not mean too much like that, especially if the Ravens lose to the Patriots or they lose another game like that, because they play the Patriots, Packers, and they got us twice. And then they have the Bengals, the division opponent this week too. So you never know what could happen. Anything can happen. So we'll see what goes on, because they barely got past the Jets, early on. Like the game was struggled a little bit, but then they pulled through in the end with the run game, Derrick Henry. So we'll see what kind of happens. But we can't rely on other teams to do what we need to do. We need to go out there and handle business, win games, and see how we can kind of get back on track. So that's all I have to say this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.